fire in far northern Arizona, and the folks around Jacob Lake and the visitors to the north rim of the Grand Canyon got the go evacuation order last night. Back to another little problem here in Arizona. That white sage fire is up here, but we've got that extreme heat warning that goes through Sunday. Temperatures could reach up to 115. We already saw one hiker killed, so be very careful. Just stay away from those midday hours. Now, we had those problems in Chicago overnight with travel and that gorgeous lightning really illuminating the sky there. Look at this. We've got more storms happening at this hour and a flood watch from right through all of central Iowa into western Illinois. Those storms moving through this morning, that's not it. We've got more where that came from. And from Kansas City tonight at 7 p.m., we stopped the clock right through Davenport into Chicago. You're going to have more. We could see damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour. Anywhere you see in this level 2 out of 5, that includes southwest Michigan, Kalamazoo, on the edge of Grand Rapids. Tomorrow, it doesn't end there. So if you have outdoor plans, severe weather is in the Midwest this weekend.
You got to pay attention to that. We're glad you made it back from Chicago yesterday.
Me too, before all the travel problems.
Right, well, our own.
Yes, and Rebecca, with that extreme heat warning in place for the Grand Canyon, they're asking people to not hike between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. because as you go down, the heat is in that valley, and so people can get caught where they got up and then they come back down and it's even hotter. And so keep that in mind as we go through this weekend. That's only one of the heat alerts on the map, though. Throughout parts of New Mexico, into El Paso, back into the Shasta, Cascades, and even in the Klamath parts of Oregon, you've got heat advisories and extreme heat warnings. But it's not just hot in the west. Look at the heat all the way through Texas. That's going to be tough for the people recovering in hill country. A nice and toasty, summery weekend kickoff all the way through Nashville. But wanted to show you out west, we do see some of these numbers start to come down for some, like El Paso, by Sunday. Denver, though, up to 95 on Sunday. So look at those numbers staying really in the warm one, especially in the valleys and some of those mountain areas. Your local weather in 30 seconds. Bless you. Welcome back to GMA. While it's been relatively dry for the recovery efforts in hill country, things are going to change a little bit as we go through the weekend. So let me take you through it. They're still trying to get through all of that. And when that soil is so muddy, I think it makes it even harder. So as these dry days have accumulated, I'm sure that's made some progress. Unfortunately, that is going to change. And we had this video we wanted to share with you. A lot of people are concerned about the animals as well in hill country, and this group here, the Humane Society, getting the animals out and bringing them to North Texas so that they can make sure that they are okay, and I'm sure some will be adopted. So let's track that rain that we were just talking about. This is this afternoon. It's pretty dry, certainly through, and I'll point out Kerrville. Remember, this is Kerr County down here, the area that was so hardest hit. But showers and storms, very light in nature as we go through Friday. Now it's Saturday. We're just north and east of the hardest hit area and into Dallas. You got outdoor plans there. Those are thunderstorms, so they're going to blow through. They can drop 1 to 3 inches of rain really quickly. It is Sunday morning. We stopped it at 11 a.m. when some of those heavier rains come through. That is going to make a lot of that mud even more cakey, and we're just going to have to watch out for that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what's coming up here on the program. We've got the right stuff to help you keep cool in bed during the hot summer months. And best-selling author Alex Astor is here telling us about her new book and an exclusive announcement about her Light Lark series. Good morning, George. So the smoke filling that blue sky, they've been very hot and very dry in northern Arizona, and that's where that white sage fire is burning. So they've got the go evacuation orders, not just for the visitors at the north rim of the Grand Canyon, but also for everybody surrounding Jacob Lake. They're going to have west winds eventually today, which will blow the smoke this way, but they're watching the forward progress of that. Also, Grand Canyon, extreme heat warning. They're asking people to not hike between 10 and 4. Now, we wish we could bring some of the rain from Norfolk, Nebraska, where the roads were filling up. Flash flooding also in Rockford, Illinois. You can see the cars plowing through. Just a couple of inches falling really quickly. We still have flood watch, Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, into western Illinois. Davenport's right on the tail end of those storms. But that's not it, because as we go through tonight, we're going to reinvigorate the atmosphere and more storms from Kansas City. These could be severe with damaging wind right through Davenport into Chicago, Milwaukee on the top end of that, and Kalamazoo, Michigan, Grand Rapids, South Bend, all making their way into the level 2 out of 5 today. Will?
All right.
I just feel bad, Sam. They're just biting off what you've been doing for decades. Next up, they'll have that one shoulder, right, for the overalls. Yes, they will. You're going to need them in Atlanta because we got a hot trend ahead. We've got storms coming later this afternoon between 1 and 5. But hey, climatologically, we are in the hottest part of summer, mid to late July. Quick look, early next week, the heat index goes up too. Let's get a check a little closer to home. Once you grab that beach read, we have a beach forecast for you, Rebecca. So Palm Beach, a really nice morning, but you'll have those much of the East Coast. Look what's happening here. Temperatures are on the left, water temperatures on the right. Starts to get more comfy once you get to Myrtle Beach, and definitely 87 the water temp around Miami. But you could have some storminess along the Gulf Coast too. And I just quickly wanted to mention, this is called the Deer Creek Fire. It's in southeastern Utah, and there are homes that are threatened. There's a state road that's also closed, so watch that if you're traveling through there. Let's get a check a little closer to home.